Hello.
Hello.
We're Grady's attorney. Still.
Yay.
Yay. All right.
Am I close enough to the mic?
You should be.
Okay.
Let me make sure that it's as close to you as it gets, which is going to be about here. All right.
Adventure
Wait.
time.
No, don't want to select adventure.
New game. Let's see our boyfriend.
Let's just start a new game. It's Cosmo
never
time.
happen. Go back to that dinner.
Oh, right.
God.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Fucking great.
Yep.
I didn't even remember where we left off.
I did because I had to make the title for this damn.
Good job, baby.
Yeah, well, like where did we leave off? So I gotta make the title for the stream. So we have to make these fucking jurors. I love riddles. Oh my god.
The stream has truly begun now.
That's 3 whole months, Riddles.
Oh, thank you, Riddles.
That's really great. Hi, I am having my smoothie. All right. Oh god.
Yep.
Hi, Tisha.
Hi, Tisha.
All right. The victim may not be well off, but he's a noble man. Straight up, there's no reason to doubt the man. Fucking whatever.
Well, I too declare the good gentleman has no reason to lie. In fact, I think he's rather splendid. Is this the juror who is hitting on you could? I don't know.
This is the juror who was hitting. Yeah, who was hitting on our boy.
Yeah.
That we had to pretend to seduce in order to get a not
God,
guilty verdict. Remember?
Yep. Oh boy.
Same young lady.
I just have a thing for. Is this me?
That was you.
Just look at the accused by comparison. He's Japanese.
God.
Oh God.
Seriously?
Just look. I'm being racist.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
There's no evidence to suggest the gangling actor is a fraudsman, for now at least. I really don't care, like... I just need this trial to end quickly.
You and me both, buddy. 3 hours of missing time is nothing when you reach my age, you know? Nothing at all. I don't know, dude. I'm not your age, but I feel ya.
I knew it. Every single one of them seems completely convinced. No, you know, they didn't actually say shit.
Oh, that's right. We have Susato still.
Yay!
It would seem that all the jurors have come to the conclusion that Mr. Shamspeare is a fine, upstanding, and honest citizen.
Ziva, I saw you
Ziva.
on Animal Crossing earlier. Oh, speaking of, while everyone's here and nobody's asleep, tomorrow there is no Strem. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Yes, Strem tomorrow, but I'll do Animal Crossing because the Animal Crossing DLC comes out tomorrow. So fuck it.
Cool.
We're gonna do Animal Crossing tomorrow. Tomorrow night, and then on Saturday we're going to do more Ace Attorney because my sweetie here has some stuff to get done at work.
Yeah.
So we don't want to do it super late again. We don't want to like go 3 days in a row. So I'm gonna do Animal Crossing on Friday. We're gonna do some Ace Attorney on Saturday.
Yeah, better watch out though. Because Saturday, we could go long.
Yeah, and then maybe on Sunday we could do a Jackbox party. We'll see. Or we'll just do a Jackbox party next weekend. But yes, we will be doing an Animal Crossing stream because the new DLC comes out tomorrow.
Yay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we might do that. Another
5 hours,
on Saturday.
Yep.
Basically,
Basically.
we need to know.
We need to
We need to know what happens.
Yeah, we really want to stay, like, doing 2 days a week instead of the 3 days a week because, like, for Great Ace Attorney, because the voices, like, my voice literally has never been the same since that one three-day stream. Oh my god. Holy crap. All right.
You need to get to the heart of the A-Sheen conspiracy theories.
Right. DLC is probably going to be out tonight, though, as in Australia already have it. Oh, I mean, it's probably going to be out. I mean, if it comes out while I'm streaming, let me know, but I will be probably asleep when it does come out. Yeah, the strain was real difficult. If you ask me, we've all been bewitched by his strange theatrical movements.
And sadly, nothing Natsume-san has said appears to have registered at all.
I haven't done any time traveling, so I haven't seen my gyroids yet. In addition, I hear you have potatoes. Could you save some potatoes for me, Ziva? Please. Also, like, I literally cannot play Animal Crossing until I have more storage space, and I just upgraded my storage today. So, like, legitimately, I have no storage space in my house, and I need, like, I'm using up. My sweetie has a home on my island, and I am literally using their house as storage space. So, like, half of my stuff is actually at my baby's house. Thank you, Ziva. Okay.
I did this.
Okay. Well, here goes. Let's not forget, I've pleaded with the jury on Saseki-san's behalf before, and it worked. So you never know!
Before we begin, do we need to go over things that you already know?
I'm good.
Okay, cool. But you're still very new to British law after all. Don't you want a tutorial?
That's true, I suppose. God. You see, you're not very familiar with Animal Crossing?
You're gonna get familiar. Animal Crossing basically saved Elle's life during the pandemic.
Yeah, I played it basically daily for like 7 months in a row.
You clocked.
Oh, you sent me the
hours.
potatoes, Ziva. You're so nice. Thank you, Ziva. I'm assuming that Leaf sells sugarcane starters everywhere. So is sugarcane super common? Otherwise, I can send you sugarcane. Anyway. There's always a chance I might have forgotten some crucial detail.
No.
Perhaps I should hear Susato-san out.
No.
I wonder, should I let her talk me through it again
No.
or not bother? No need! Animal Crossing, like, the thing is, I didn't like any other Animal Crossings until this one. Because it just, I don't know what it was, but the game, what we game design students like to call the game loop was too short for me on a daily basis. And I just didn't like how little you could do in it. So, yeah, the new Animal Crossing just did a better job at there being more for you to do. Pumpkins and tomatoes. Ooh, tomatoes! Please give me some tomatoes. And also pumpkins. Here, I will send you some sugarcane when I get off. When we're done streaming. Anyway, thank you for the kind offer, Susato. But I've been through plenty of these summation examinations already. You had a tomato salad today. Oof. Tomatoes, like, with fresh tomatoes. Tomato salad is, Like, gosh, what are those, caprese salads?
Oh, yeah.
The ones that's, like, just basically tomatoes and mozzarella. Like, fresh tomatoes and fresh mozzarella. Oof. Still on the stem fresh. When the sweetie and I get a patio, we're gonna start growing things on our patio.
Yes.
We should grow tomatoes.
That'd be pretty badass.
We should grow tomatoes. We should grow... I kind of want a lemon tree, but, like, I know that lemons don't actually do very well in this climate.
We should get plants and have all of you friendos name them.
You
can name a plant.
We sure should. Alright. I think it's important that we don't delay the start any longer than necessary. So we say as we're talking about Animal Crossing and plants.
That's why I took this photo. It's like Mr. Shamsker's over there being like, what? Potatoes? Of course I understand, and I'm sure you're right. We should probably get on with it. But if you're confused by anything at any point, you can turn to me for advice whenever you like, because I'm still here and I haven't left you. I'll be here for you.
I love you too, Susato. Thanks, Riddles. key to this is really listening carefully to each juror's statement. Finding two that are contradictory and pitting the corresponding jurors against each other.
You know, at least, like, they didn't make Dukin dumber in order to start a new game.
Right.
Like, we're picking up basically...
We're not going with amnesia this time.
Yeah, oh god. Painful. Painful.
Without further ado, please, counsel, proceed with the summation examination.
Ooh, it's hip thrusting time.
Yeah, it's hip thrust time. We're gonna do our little walk on the catwalk. Yes, my lord.
Here we go. Yeah.
It's our boy.
Oh, look at him.
That motherfucker in the background. I want to kick his ass.
Fuck that guy.
Defense is buttle.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
Whatever,
you think he's rather
you know.
splendid.
Oh,
Shut
God.
the fuck up.
Okay.
Alright, let's talk about you. You keep talking about needing to take home some money. What's that all about, sir? Spanish lass, that's what it's about.
Ranch, maybe? Got bills to pay?
What's that? Talking about the derby at Hyde Park, aren't I? It was a Queen's Cup last week, wasn't it? A derby? I was dead cert, that's the thing, I couldn't lose, so I took my wife's secret
Oh, dude! Don't just say that in court, yo!
Yep. Yeah. If you got a divorce, you deserved it. But then, I hope it was all bear went and did the unthinkable. That stupid Finnish lass.
Oh dear. I think it's clear what happened, isn't it?
This is the day that Mrs. User saves for a trip down to the pub. So come on, let this business fly now. Just give it up.
So wait, is this guy like here in trial?
No.
Trying to get out of trial on time to be able to like slip some money to his missus?
To make some money to give to his missus.
Right, this is very convoluted.
Alright, no, that's not gonna happen. Okay?
Hold it!
What do you really mean by that, sir?
I have no idea. Well, I'm not one to boast, but I get up at 5 every morning, I do.
Mm-hmm.
This will be important for some reason.
At 5? You're a really early riser then, aren't you?
What's that now?
I said you're an early riser.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I like to while away the hours in the evening reading books as well. I basically never sleep. But by about 2 in the morning, I'm usually tired to go on. He sleeps at 2 in the morning and gets up at 5. This man is probably delirious. He only has 3 hours of sleep each night. What's that, dear? Only 3 hours of sleep each night! That's right, you see? 3 hours of missing time, like I said, it's not much, is it?
This really isn't helping.
No, it's not. Great.
Yeah.
So we picked the 2 that had absolutely nothing to say.
Yeah, because they did, because I'm like, usually if you press them, then they have something to say after that.
Totally.
Alright, I guess I'm
No.
pressing these assholes. Fucking hell.
Press the racist and the weirdo.
Well, there's plenty of people around who seem noble but poor. Couldn't some of them also be liars?
What?
I've no doubt about it. Like that shaky client of yours, for example. Absolutely not. Mr. Natsumi's no liar. Look, the point is, the only thing that passed the victim's lips that night was the Japanese man's feet.
We know what passed the man's
When you take the gas man's testimony into account as well, the truth can't be any clearer. Well, that's alarmingly logical. But let me be frank here. I'm a gentleman, and with gentleman's values. It turns out that old Shakespearean chum is a rotten lie after all. I'd gladly change my decision about the defendant. And I'm sure my fellow gentlemen on the jury will do the same, isn't that right?
Well, yes, perhaps, though I don't see it happening. Hey, what's that elderly gent on the end here, you know? You'll have to speak up!
Sorry about my smoothies slurpings. Look, I don't really care about all this nonsense. I just need this trial to be over.
This guy is me.
How many gentlemen do we actually have on the jury, then?
None. Getting good at spotting that.
Alright, sir, I may hold you to that. Don't forget what you said. I'm gonna use your words against you later.
La-di-ta-ti-ta.
Alright, you're attracted to him, but what about me? Are you saying you believe the man's trustworthy because he's rather splendid? Because I'll show you something rather splendid later, wink.
No, that's not what I said. Bless you, bless you. The point is, the man is the victim here. What reason would he have to lie?
Same reason you'd have to lie.
Same position I'd have to lie in. And yes, he is rather splendid.
Hello, over here though. So you say, yet again?
Meanwhile, the man who stands accused behaves so suspiciously, it's exhausting to look at him.
You cannot excuse yourself for jury duty. No. That is actually illegal.
I'm afraid he's not splendid at all. He rejected me, you see, so
Splendid logic there, madam. Thank you very much.
I tried to pass him my telegraph number, and he said no thank you, so fuck him. Blah, 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 blah.
Hold it!
What about it? No. Not one of those things is a reason to find the man guilty.
Thank you. Thank you, Deacon. There's no point dancing around the fact that he is fishy. That's all. You see, you arrive at the conclusion in just 3 steps. 3 steps, like a waltz, in fact. Are you a dancer? Why are you bringing this up?
Well, like, technically a waltz is 6 steps. Because you do it in the square, you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yep. You got it.
I learned how to waltz in high school. And I can still do it. Kinda.
I'll have to test you on that right now.
I've taught you how to waltz before.
Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda.
Oh god, that song will be starting. Please don't.
Waltzing Matilda.
Please don't. No. That song will be like they taught me that song literally in grade school, and it still gets stuck in my head every time I hear it. I'm not joking.
Okay, I take it back. The more I think about it, this child seems like a dance.
All right, come down here and dance with me. You seem to be several steps ahead of yourself, though. You're on the wrong foot.
Nice. Bam!
No, there's nothing but circumstantial evidence here. There's no actual proof of the defendant's guilt.
This I just want to screen cap and remember this forever because, like, I want to just throw this up in front of every Ace Attorney thing ever.
Right. How about, like, the first trial we were ever in?
Right.
There was no actual evidence to say that we did it.
Look at how far Dukin has come.
Yeah. He's like reading books. He's like, circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial. Ah, I should use this.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Yeah.
He's getting a smart brain there.
He's getting a smart brain.
He's a smarty pie. But the victim's version of events is backed up by what the man next to him says, isn't it? 1, he saw the Japanese man there. 2, he saw no one else. And 3, he saw the Japanese man there. Oh. That's another 3 steps.
It was 2. 2 of them were the same.
Oh, this really does seem more and more like a waltz, doesn't it? I'm just dancing around myself and my stupid ideas.
Maybe he got a 3rd brain cell this trial and we never witnessed it before. Yeah, maybe that's why he went from 2 to 4. Is that he acquired the 3rd in this trial. Right, and the prosecution will waltz its way to victory if I speak to you much more. Man, everyone fucking sucks.
They seriously do.
Okay.
Hold it!
Now that I'm gonna be talking to myself for a minute. Franzman, what do you mean by that, madam? Cool, good talk. It really is a most tiresome problem for the company, most irritating. We can be absolutely certain that a customer is stealing from us without hard evidence. We can't even threaten to take action for fear of being sued. I'm sorry, you've lost me a little there. Who are you?
Yeah, I'm lost too.
I'm the wife of Augustus Altamont, the owner of the Altamont Gas Company.
What?
Wow,
Okay.
really convenient that you're here.
Yeah, well, lady.
Good gracious, Altamont Gas, you say?
Altamont Gas.
Gas is the future of energy in this country and around the globe, but proper handling is essential.
Jury statements that did not age well.
Right? As I'm sure our employee from the East End branch office would be the first to agree. Absolutely, Lady Quigley got to be used proper. God, I forgot this guy's voice. Altamont Gas is the best in the world, of course. I forget this guy's voice.
I think we may have solved the mystery of the bow earlier, Naruhodo-san.
He bowed in deference to his employer's wife, did he? So would I be right in assuming that the reason Mr. Meterman was watching Mr. Shakespeare, what Mr. Shakespeare was up to in his room? I'm afraid there's no end to the lengths that the population of the East End will go in order to steal our gas. So I really have no choice when the company identifies someone as a possible fraudsman.
Really?
But to dispatch a worker to watch the suspect day and night. We're very thorough in our investigations.
What the fuck, lady?
So you mean Mr. Shakespeare is... I wouldn't come out and say it in public. But you could finish the sentence with a grubby little gas thief.
Holy shit.
You have noticed the public gallery in here, haven't you?
The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Faith, wouldst thou wound me with thy words, were I to let them penetrate the skin? But seraphs hear not insults, only choirs of angels in song.
Sorry, Riddles, I only just now saw your chat. The Great Ace Attorney, Ryunosuke and the Hunt for Brain Cells is an alternate title for the game.
Totes.
I love it. Also, yes, sense-defying poetry. We may not have the evidence yet, but my workers won't stop buzzing around you till they find it. She's Queen Bee, get it? It's
Yeah,
the bee.
I get
Yeah,
it.
he. And when they do, you'll find yourself blasted back to your angelic heights at ultimate gas. An ultimate gas explosion.
What the fuck? Okay, so if they suspect poor impoverished people of stealing the energy they need to survive, stealing it, because that's a thing, because people's basic needs such as food, shelter, and energy are not considered essential human rights, stealing quote-unquote their gas, then they're going to send some poor underpaid worker to go spy on the guy, completely violate his privacy day and night until they find whatever they can call evidence in order to murder the guy with a gas explosion. Like, this is very, very fucked up.
That could have been
A
metaphor.
metaphor, but I don't believe that until proven otherwise.
So Mr. Shakespeare's been stealing gas.
No,
You don't have any
You
evidence.
don't know that.
You don't have any evidence of that.
You can.
I wonder, juror number 4, if you wouldn't mind adding that information to your statement. My pleasure. What was it about ripping that thief apart you enjoyed? A little before that part about abject violence, if it's not too much trouble. Yes, of course. This could be it. This could shift the balance.
Crazy shit, man.
Alright.
shit.
I guess I gotta pit you against, like... He's at least a thief. Those two statements clearly contradict each other. Good gracious. To whose statements do you prefer to refer, counsel? Juror number 1. What are you yelling about, lad? Yeah! Hold on, wait
Do
for it. We just gotta do this every time. I presume you've heard about juror number 4's statement. Made by the wife of the owner of of Altmont Gas.
Video. Okay. And...
Yeah. Well, yes. The victim, who you claim to be a noble, straight-up man, is actually gay. In fact, turns out to be a common thief, also gay. So the good lady says, but there's no evidence, is there? You and I both heard them say as much. Getting the double twirl, yup. It's true, we don't have evidence as such just yet. But the claims aren't baseless, you know. What? You heard me, seeing as his operation has already been compromised. I would suggest the court hears testimony from our own East End branch office employee over there. I'll do whatever you say, my lady, Gasman's honor. Juror number 1, you say that you're a man of your word. If I could show that Mr. Shakespeare was a liar, you assured me that you would reconsider your decision about the defendant's guilt.
This, you know...
yes, I did say that.
He's being smug about a rather underhanded approach.
Right? As a matter of honor, I'll hold to it, and I'm sure the other gentlemen of the jury will.
Me? Oh, well, yes. Now that we found out the man's a liar, perhaps we ought to consider the matter further. What the Well, if I'm perfectly honest, I haven't heard half of what you've all been saying, huh? So if this means I'll recap a few points, that would suit me down to the ground.
Someone get this man a hearing aid.
Fine.
Oh no, I'm not having any part of this. I want this trial over and done with. In that case, I shall change my leaning. So, Mr. William Shakespeare, if that is your real name, we had the jury demand to know exactly what kind of man you really are.
This is actually pretty gross. You can just ram with this bullshit from the gas company.
Look, we gotta use this man's poverty against him.
Yeah.
Sadly. That's 4 jurors. 4 for not guilty.
Yes, Naruhodo-san. Victory.
Look, I feel slimy about it too, alright? Order, order. Well, this is quite extraordinary, I must say. As a result of the defense's summation examination, the jury's leading has changed, just like every other time he's done the fucking thing.
Exactly, it's not extraordinary at all, frankly, but I am starting to look forward to it.
He needs his ego stroked every once in a while, or else this poor boy gets a little bit sad. I have to provide enrichment for my lawyers. Now only 2 jurors say guilty, whilst 4 say not guilty.
Here, lawyer.
Yeah.
Get your milk.
Yeah, here you go. I therefore declare this court to be in a state of disaccord.
Would you call it discord?
And order the trial to continue.
Well, you did it. Where's your sword?
He's got it.
How much have I drunk so far? Is anyone keeping track?
Yeet! I think he's only had like 2 bottles.
You have spoiled the bouquet, Mr. Shakespeare. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury now find they are unable to trust you, the victim. How shit do you have to be for that to happen?
Fenzix gives Ryunosuke Pat's right meow.
Yes, pat.
Pat. Come over here. Pat.
Very nice job in your examination.
Fenzix. We're in the middle of a trial.
Oh, God. But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. So God mend me, I do swear. This gasman speaketh that which concerns him most, for a living wage, and not but gas, not but thin air, and unions.
Shouldn't the bottles add up to last game, since this trial takes place after for the first second case? We're talking about the bottles that happened in this one case. He is how many bottles deep is he in this trial?
Yeah, I don't remember, so let's just decide a number. It burneth bright a while, but it hath no substance, and it doth reek foul.
I think he's on his second bottle.
Second bottle, okay.
Oh, what did you say? He's got like the worker bee.
He got the worker bee.
Yeah. Do I take it, Mr. Shakespeare, that you deny the allegations of gas thievery?
Most heartily, my lord, hast thou forgot? I am as a seraph, an angel, also fuck capitalism. Noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily, honest of heart, and needy of
You flowery
heat.
mouth pompous beanpole, just because I haven't got the evidence yet. Mr. Shakespeare, if in fact you are not of noble mind, sweet of nature, or honest of heart, if you are a liar, then your testimony should have no sway in this courtroom.
Ugh. I don't like it.
It is considered my opinion that at the present time, no other possible culprit of this crime has been identified. All testimony heard by the court thus far heavily implicates the defendant. In short, it would not be unreasonable at this stage for me to rule on the case. You know, with most of the jury saying not guilty, so yes, not guilty.
Sure. Oh no.
However, in light of the fact that the jury has expressed concern about the fidelity of this witness, I believe it would be inappropriate for the court not to pursue the point further.
Objection!
Objection.
This is stupid.
I assure you, my lord, that would be a waste of the court's time. The gas and this case are unrelated.
It's in fact related to the Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
That's where the gas came from.
Yes, he is obviously
And I
having...
don't mean the station next door.
Juror number 4. You don't own a Pizza Hut or Taco Bell, do you? Yes. Did you say before that although you had no hard evidence to prove this man had been stealing gas, you have strong grounds for suspecting him?
I do not like this. I don't like this.
That's right, we do, don't we? Worker?
Worker.
Absolutely, Lady Quimby. Queen Bee.
Yeah.
Queen Bee.
Queen Bee.
Queen Bee.
Queen Bee. Can we just call her Queen Bee?
Yeah. Gasman's honor. Very well, then, we will hear your testimony now. You will tell the court precisely why you believe the victim, Mr. Shakespeare, has been stealing gas.
I just like this whole conceit of he's stealing gas, and because they spied on him, he's like lying about the gas. What about the fucking rich ass fur lady here?
The KFC Sephora meme.
Yes.
True, though. Mieterman said while you were talking, on the ultimate gas name, I swear. If I may, my lord. Go ahead, madam. This worker's testimony may have a significant bearing on the good name of my husband's company. Therefore, I should like to take this stand alongside him in a supervisory role, if you wouldn't mind.
God, I hate her.
Ooh, yeah, sweet as honey, yeah. Very well, as an exception, I shall honor your request.
Why? Ugh.
Thank you, my lord. You're being way too energetic for the voice I gave you. You wait until the boss gives you an earful. Oh, it's gonna make you sting, mark my words.
Actually, I like your voice. It's like,
Yeah.
you wait.
Just
Yay.
you wait, yeah.
Yay. Thanks so much for coming to join me on the stand, Miss Manager.
Right.
I just love having you look over my shoulder at everything I do.
So, you will both testify before the court on the subject of illegal consumption of the Altamont Gas Company's fuel. Yes. Is that clear, my good man? Clear as Altamont Gas, my lady.
Which is not clear.
Which is the clearest in the world. Get you a snake. Widows. Do you think the gas has gone to his head, Miss Susato?
I think the gas has gone to everyone's head, not a little son. He's just a very dedicated employee. That's all. He's just very dedicated.
You know who the gas has gone to the head of? Suseki-san. Poor
Suseki-san, yes.
Suseki-san,
He's the one person.
the poor poison guy. I'm proud to be in the company's E-Sense branch investigator and meter money collection agent. Ultimate gas meters, except thruppity bits. Thruppity bits.
Thruppity bits. That's my band.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the name of my band. Each coin given customers about 2 hours of gorgeous gas.
Thruppity bits.
Thruppity bits.
So it's like a 3 penny. Just like a half penny, only like 6 of them.
Thruppity bits.
Thruppity bits. He just went and thruppity my bits.
Thruppity bits is like the name of like a is like the name of a very poor character. Like,
I'm just a thruppity bits, man.
my name is Thruppity Bits.
I'm thruppity bits.
Eating my thruppity grits. Anyway. And yet, the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room doesn't have a single coin in it. The meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with, though, and the collection agent has the only key.
Okay, so the meters it's not actually collected by the landlord and passed on to the gas company. They just, like, directly go into individual people's houses and collect the money from the meter.
I guess so.
Guess so.
Somehow he's been using all the flaming gas he wants without paying a penny. That's not even what is.
This is messed up shit.
He's drinking so much.
Welcome to class warfare. The irrelevance of this testimony caused me to turn to my hallowed chalice.
You tend to turn to that chalice quite a bit, my friend.
This is actually just like a good generic out of context Van Zeke screenshot, you know?
Right, he's like,
this just applies at all times.
please kill me.
Yes.
I'm gonna drink myself into a stupor.
I've cracked open bottle number 3. That's what I mean.
What do you mean by that remark, Lord Van Veeg?
That is what I mean. Did the Japanese man poison the gangling excuse for an actor, or didn't he? Can't we just decide that and go home?
Right.
That is all that should concern this court, and yet now we must listen to this abhorrence. Yeet! Can't even watch the defense lawyer strut his stuff around anymore because we finished this summation thing, so... Clearly what separates the vast British Empire and your eastern island nation is more than geographical distance.
But this could turn out to be crucial testimony. The cross-examination must go ahead.
Fling! Bottle 4!
He's just throwing shit around now.
Do what you will.
He's like, I'm gonna eat my glass, I'm gonna throw the bottle.
Give a damn.
He's just making a fucking mess in this court. He's like a toddler.
I am so done. Lord Van Zeeks appears to be in a violent mood.
Yeah, he does. An attempted poisoning and an incidence of gas theft with no supporting evidence. It's true that they would appear to be completely unrelated at first glance. But I wonder, truth tends to be buried in the most unusual places.
I'm just searching for the truth. That's why I'm down here.
And the first step in uncovering it will be to establish just who and what this man really is.
Who and what? What is he? What is this man?
It's a fucking mannequin.
How is this man?
Mm-hmm. It's Kazuma in disguise.
Yes! You could! I fooled even you.
Did you like my prosthetics?
He just slices his way out. The jewels go flying.
Why did you have to be insufferable this time around?
Van Zeeks drops his wine glass.
Hold it!
Alright, let's talk. Does that mean you enter people's houses without permission? In order to empty their gas meters? That I do. I have to try to catch people when they're in. Then I ask permission to come inside and do my business. I take a shit on their floor. And then I leave. Does that mean you've been into Mr. Natsume's room before? As well as that of Mr. Shansumi? No,
I just come and visit everybody.
no wonder they smell so bad. Well, now interested, you should bring that up, because I couldn't believe how little money was in his meter. I mean, how the pair of them survived the winters beyond me. It really is.
By snuggling. Knowing Natsume-san, he probably spends all his gas money on books.
And then when he's finished reading them, he probably burns them for warmth.
He would never burn a book.
Oh no, definitely not. You will kindly reiterate your statement about the gas meters themselves, Mr. Meterman. Not much to say, really, but as you wish. Thruppity bits.
Thruppity bits.
Thruppity bits!
So, guys, we're out here in amazing Philadelphia with the Thruppity bits. Hey, everyone give a shout out to the bass player. My drummer's here.
Mm-hmm. So all the London houses that have a gas supply are fitted with these gas meters, are they? They're the latest model, the height of technology, developed by our company, Altamont Gas. And anyone who uses our gas will have one of these meters on their property, yes. So if a 3-pence coin gives you 2 hours of gas, most people would use about 3 coins in a night. A bit more than that usually, if they have both gas lights and a gas stove, that is. Thinking about it, Sasaki-san doesn't have a fireplace in that room of his, does he?
Who knows what's behind those books?
Some people still choose to use candles, of course, and only have gas for heating.
Yes, I too remember seeing candles in Natsume-san's room, actually. I thought it was a major fire hazard.
How much does the money in the meter get back to you at the gas company? Or, how does the money in the meter get back to you at the gas company? Every 3 days, gasmen like me visit properties on the gas supply and empty the meter of coins.
This is just like, you know...
Every 3 days. Imagine that.
Every 3 days, and you've got to
someone
put
has to come in.
Yeah.
Every 3 days, someone comes into your house.
And just like, give me my coins.
Right. I must say, the design and manufacture of the new meter cost the company an awful lot of money. But happily, it did put a stop to people not paying the dues, for the most part.
God, I hate her a lot.
Ah, because they have to pay in advance, you mean? Yes, exactly right. Or they freeze to death.
Hold it!
Out of interest, how long has this been going on? How long has this been going? Weeks and weeks. He's been punching off. He's been pitching out gas off us for ages. And you've examined the meter in Mr. Shakespeare's room, I take it. Naturally, we took it off the wall and went over it with a fine-tooth comb.
And found nothing suspicious at all, I presume.
No, I'm afraid we didn't. Which is exactly why I demanded a new type of meter to be produced. One with an indestructible lock. The Shakespeare Special.
Holy, are you fucking serious? This probably cost you more than like a whole lot of 3-penny bits, I'm just saying.
Literally, that's exactly what he says.
Yeah.
Sounds like it would have cost an awful lot of 3-penny pieces. But even after all that, the rascal's meter was still empty.
This is bananas.
I'll never forget the humiliation. When I opened up the money box and found it bare. You what? I said, you what? And look on his face, the smarmy smile of his. I pulled the meter straight off the wall and took it back to the office.
Wow.
But you know what? Nothing. A trace of being gemmed open anywhere, not a single sign. Thank you, Riddles. I did just drink, but I will drink again. You're really good at that.
Yeah, I thought so. Like, they're just gonna, like, cut it from this guy's pay, because God forbid the capitalists running this whole offensive enterprise lose any money.
You miss Van Zeek's flinging around a bunch of shit, and our new band name Thruppany Bits.
Yeah, Van Zeke's really lost his.
Oh, you heard. Good.
He's like, fuck it.
All right. You heard the yeet.
Yeet.
What's happened in my cellar as a result? Down by 3 shillings a day. That's what. A life-threatening situation in a number of ways. Incidentally, what became of that meter? Nothing became of it. I still got it. Well, let me give it here. Give it here.
Please.
Give it here. I can
rotate this meter.
You want me to rotate your evidence? Hand over that evidence so you can rotate your evidence.
I'd like to see you rotate the evidence.
Oh,
my learned friend.
I was, okay.
Just take the meter and turn it around in your hands.
Is that what you, the meter, is that what you call it?
The meter.
Yes, because it's so long. Right here. No wonder they call you meter man.
Oh boy.
No!
That took a turn.
No! Don't listen to me!
Well, I call mine the Great Deduction.
Sholmes, go away!
But I'm the bailiff.
Go away! I would think it'd be prudent for the court to sequester this item while the trial is ongoing.
Sequester it? Yes, sequester
Yay!
it.
I'm gonna rotate this evidence. Definitely.
Pardon my snack noises.
Snack noises.
Snack.
Alright.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
This meter has seen better days.
Seriously? That's a very sturdy looking padlock, isn't it?
And the money box is sealed with beeswax too. That's odd.
So if Mr. Sholmes were to get up to any mischief, he'd be found out immediately.
Not Oda-san. Mischief of that kind is not the sort of thing that Mr. Sholmes would.
He would eat soap, but he wouldn't. You know, you didn't finish that sentence, don't you?
Anyway. It's understandable that the gas company would want to safeguard the money that's rightfully theirs.
But it does feel a little over the top, perhaps, doesn't it? Yeah. There it is. What do you mean you didn't find anything? Come on, dude!
Anything at all.
Oh, what's...
Have you spotted something, Naruhodo-san? I'm shocked.
Just here, there's a little hole. Do you see? I'm really good at looking at holes.
I don't need to know that. Goodness, you're right. I wouldn't have noticed.
You just don't spend enough time looking at holes. It's not a very neat hole, is it? I'm not professionally made, I'd say, and I know I inspect holes all the time.
Professionally.
Yeah, this is my entire, like...
Gives a business card. Hole inspector.
Hole inspector. This is how I pay the rent.
So, you think it might have been opened up by Mr. Shamspeare?
Yeah, he's not very good at making holes. Possibly. It seems the people at Altman Gas must have missed it. How, though?
Well, it certainly seems to go all the way through to the inside. And
that's what holes tend to do.
Aha.
Yeah. But there's no way a coin could fit through there. I know, I look at holes a lot. I can definitely tell the size of this hole is not big enough to fit a coin in.
That's true, but even so, it seems more than a little suspicious that the gas company, with all of the resources,
they're like,
there's all of these meters.
We looked it over and there was just nothing wrong with it.
They couldn't turn it upside down for one moment. Well, look at what we legal students from the far eastern lands have figured out.
Yeah, that there's a fucking hole in your machine.
Take that, Van Zeeks.
Have you seen the small Chinese coins? They are tiny. I have... Okay, I used to
Chinese tiny.
I used to collect... I used to collect foreign coins. And I think I have one Chinese coin, but it's very big.
I don't think I've seen a coin that's smaller than an American dime. Like,
I have.
American dimes are pretty small. What's smaller than American dime?
A euro penny.
Oh.
You don't see them very often, but they are fucking tiny. Very small. The regular yuan is a big one. Yeah, it's I think that's the one I have.
Euro penny versus American.
You almost never see euro pennies.
Dime. Show me the picture. No. Okay, let's just try looking at a picture of euro cent coin.
Euro cent coin.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. I'm pretty sure I still have one. It's probably in one of my memory
pretty.
boxes over there.
Okay, it has a diameter of 16.25 millimeters. Now I need to know the diameter in millimeters of an American dime.
Although at first glance there doesn't appear to be anything unusual. Ryo-kun, please.
You can. I had to look at this more later. Anyway, let's move this along. Stop looking at coin sizes. Continue with your testimony.
I'm sorry, I was just examining holes while you were over there drinking your wine.
Am I on bottle 4 or 5?
Would you like your hole examined?
I think I'm on bottle 5 now, just after hearing that. Although, might be available after the trial concludes. I would say it has as much value as the contents of that meter, which is to say, no value, none. None at all. Nothing, nada. Nil, zilch.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yes, show if you find
Lady Altamont, I'm afraid to say your examination technique fucking sucks. You fucking suck, man. You suck. I've been examining holes my entire life. And let me tell you, this is certainly one.
It's certainly a hole.
This is certainly a hole. This meter clearly does show signs of having been tampered with.
I just heard that in the reporter guy's voice. I've been examining holes my whole life.
I've been examining holes my entire life, and let me tell you that this is a hole.
Yes.
What the fuck is going on? Get away! I've been over and over that thing. I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with it. Yes, but the thing is, you're not a hole expert. In that case, what do you have to say about the small hole that's been made in the base of this coin box?
I like him gripping onto Kazuma's sword while he talks about the hole.
Yeah.
Hole in the base.
I'll tell you what I'll do with this hole.
You know what I
Oh, what the fuck are you on about, man? You're right. You're quite right. There is a little hole there.
Oh my god.
The meters aren't supposed to have that. None of the others do. In other words, we can assume that Mr. Shamspeare secretly opened up this hole himself. He should be really good at that. He seems like a guy who opens holes.
Yeah.
Yes, I wouldn't be at all surprised, but why? Yeah, why? I mean, it's tiny. You couldn't get a farthing through that. Lady Altamont, I wonder if you could give the court some more details about your meter design. What sort of details? Well, what I'd specifically like to know is how it differentiates coins. Well, actually, how it's dismantled, too. But how it differentiates coins might be a thing? How does the meter tell the difference between different coins? What do you mean? Well, for example, if someone were to put in a 1-penny coin, that wouldn't work, presumably, would it? No, of course not. So, well, how does the meter know that the coin it's been fed is a threepenny bit?
Guys, we'll be here all night with the threepenny bits.
Oh, I see what you're getting at now.
We got t-shirts at the back.
The meter tells coins apart by the shape and size, which includes their thickness.
Ooh, when you put something thick into the hole.
Ah, a threepenny bit is about 3/4 of an inch in diameter, you see. Other coins just won't fit.
This is important for my coin searching later.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh,
you sent a picture of the small coin?
I'm gonna see the small coin.
Oh, it's so small.
Wow, it's so small. It's small and the cute. We need a banana for scale.
Banana for scale. I see. It's been clearly well thought out.
In case it is pertinent.
I don't think it was relevant, unfortunately.
According to my deductions, he put the soap into the meter through the small hole. The entire bar of soap in the hole.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need...
Hold it!
But conversely then, it would seem that anything matching a 3-pence coin exactly in terms of diameter and thickness could equally well be used. Would that be true?
Okay, so he's been making coins from soap, and then he pours water in and melts it, and it comes out.
Oh, the fucking...
Ta-dam!
Ta-da!
You just dissolve it with water.
This shit... Oh, the red thing's gone!
It is gone. That's...
Wait a minute. Oh, look at this bar of soap.
Does it make you
There's a circular
laugh?
depression on the side, about 2 centimeters across.
Aha! Oh, or 3/4 of... Do you think? Could it be?
But what about the red thingy?
Yeah, what about the red thingy?
We did find the soap at the scene, didn't we?
Yes, there were 2 bars on that little ledge just outside the window, so we
Ice!
took this one. Ice.
Because it was out on the ledge that you would just put ice in it.
Aha! There you go. It wasn't the soap. They just literally... Oh, what? Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sure that when we first found it, there was some sort of reddish medallion in the middle there. I remember it clearly.
Yes, but there's no sign of it now. Where could it have gone? It must have been ice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what else isn't straight and depressed?
Yeah! Nice one.
Well, yes, in a way. The weight comes into a certain extent as well. We've thought of that anyway. If we find any fake coins in the coin box when we enter the meter, the contract says the customer has to pay 100 times the amount they diddled as a fine.
I don't think you want to use diddled.
Please don't use diddle as a word. We live for moments like that, us gasmen do. Live for 'em, ha ha ha. It seems the gas company has thought of everything. Yeah, yahoo, hurrah for gas, hurrah for cash, Altamont all the way, and all that bullshit. Fuck. That's quite enough of that. Remind me, how big are threepenny bits? Tell me how big your threepenny bits are.
Tell me how big are your
threepenny bits? About 3/4 of an inch across.
What do you think, Naruto-san? Are the Backstreet Boys back?
All right.
Is this significant, or perhaps there's some other aspect of the meter's construction we should be focusing on?
Yes, you may be right. Perhaps I should. No.
No. Leave it. We got it.
Yeah.
Well.
What about soap?
What about soap?
Let's talk about soap.
Let's talk about soap. I've been waiting for this all day.
Go home, Mr. Sholmes.
I'm the bailiff.
You should go to Mr. Holmes. Should go Holmes.
Go Holmes.
God, that was a bad one. And yet I made you laugh.
I'm still laughing.
It's so cute.
It was funny.
You're cute. Let me just confirm something here. Do you eat soap?
I do every day.
Go Holmes! If the diameter and the thickness were to be correct,
I'm listening.
let's talk about your diameter and thickness. The meter would accept any object if it were a threepenny bit. Is that correct?
Oh, well.
Yes, that is correct.
I take it your meter accepts quite a few kinds of currency.
My meter takes a lot of bits, alright? Look.
Tell me why this soap tastes like cold coins.
Sholmes is like, this soap tastes funny. What?
What? Mr. Sholmes?
Well, by something of a coincidence, while we were investigating Mr. Shamspeare's room, we found a particular item that matches the dimensions perfectly. Something the same size as a threepenny bit. What was it? The item in question is this.
Yes, the entire bar.
What? Have you been inhaling gas at the bar of soap? It certainly looks nothing like a threepenny bit, I must say. Looks like I'm gonna have to point out exactly what I mean here.
Where
is the threepenny bit?
Oh my god.
Got it!
You have to rotate the evidence to see what I mean. Ah! You've rotated my evidence!
Oh.
Oh, Mr. Nianosuke Naruhodo. Oh, wow. You've been rotating evidence your whole life, haven't you? Anyway, are you referring to that round depression in the middle of the soap there?
Hey.
That's right. A depression that's almost as deep as my own.
A very small depression.
A very small depression. A depression that's approximately 3/4 of an inch in diameter.
But endless.
But
across the other.
yes,
It just goes on forever with a tiny.
In other words, almost exactly the same size as a threepenny bit, just like my bits.
Mm-hmm. The depression is a lasso around the entire world.
Right? Get away!
Don't mind if I do.
Right? I've been trying to get you away from me the whole day. The amount of centrifugal force in that rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone here present have in their possession a threepenny bit? Quickly now, hand over your coins, ladies and gentlemen.
It sounds rather like a highway robbery, doesn't it?
Alright, hold on a minute. I actually... Excuse me for a moment. I have to take off my bra because it is hurting me.
Woo!
So...
Oh, wow.
We're doing a braless. Actually, sweetie, could you undo my bra?
Yeah.
We're doing a braless stream from now on.
This is live. Oh, yeah.
This is not against the TOS because I'm not on camera.
Okay. What the fuck? This is not as sexy as it sounds. Okay.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't sound sexy at all, does it?
Yeah, no.
God damn it! What the fuck?
I'm telling you,
okay,
I can't
wait. Let me try again.
I can't even get my own bra off. Damn it.
Wait, give it to me. You didn't give me enough of a fighting chance. Let me try again. It's like the back of the chair is in the way of my wrist, and it's very difficult. Okay. There we go.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Whoa.
Okay.
All right.
Much better. Okay, just the angle I was sitting at and the... Alright. I'm not actually taking all the weight off, I'm just unsnapping it, so I'm not in pain. Thanks to a kind member of the public in the gallery, I have a threepenny bit.
That could have been 2 whole hours of gas, you know.
If bras weren't that expensive, murder code could have helped.
Yes.
This one I'm pretty sure was like $20. So, not too
How many
upset.
threepenny bits?
I don't know how much a threepenny bit is worth. Now to see if it fits.
If it sits, it fits.
My word, it couldn't be more snug. Boy, are you good at eyeballing holes. That's because I'm a hole expert. Yes, as I suspected. This, without a doubt, is a vital clue to explain how the Altamont Gas Company is being defrauded.
My man, like, you are being so used by the capitalists right now.
Ryunosuke, this is a murder trial. I mean, it's an attempted murder trial. Look, okay, Ryunosuke, this is not a fraud trial? Well, I don't believe it.
Yeet! Yeet, yeet.
Exactly, he's like, what the fuck, so?
Your assertion amounts to what? That some inferior bar of soap has a tentative connection to the theft of gas.
Yes, that's what it amounts to. Exactly that. The depression of the soap was clearly made by a threepenny bit.
Well, we know what your depression was made by.
By my boyfriend dying, yes.
Yes, my condolences.
Yes, your condolences, thank you. I must concur at least at pushing a coin with some force into a poor quality bar of soap such as this. Is a remarkably simple way of replicating a coin shape.
I'm just thinking that, like, now I have a headcanon that they've been through all these cases together, but, like, Yukun's never had an actual reason to say, my dead boyfriend, who I unfortunately inherited this badge of honor and this katana from, and suddenly he just is like, yeah, my dead boyfriend, and Van Zeeks is like, I had no idea. My condolences
I'm so sorry.
here. I'm sorry for your loss.
This is sadly how Ryunosuke goes in defending someone and uncovers the crime done by others, and then they walk off.
Yeah.
They walk off the time. Yep, basically. And then you could use, some melted wax or something to pour into the mold. You can make fake coins in no time.
He's waxed.
No, he used ice. Or like wine or some shit. This brings all the pieces of the puzzle together. It's the method Mr. Shamspeare has been using to seal the gas. That's the missing link. And now if I follow the chain of thought, it's gonna bring me to a new explanation for what happened that no one's considered yet.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
God, Yukun, though, you're just like, I don't like this man.
But this is all nonsense. If the man had been making fake coins, my worker here would have found them when he emptied the meter. Quite true, Lady Altamont. In the absence of some black magic that could make them disappear.
I see. That's what we're dealing with, is it? There is one form of black magic that could cause the fake coins to disappear into thin air, yes.
Oh, did you have an explanation, Van Zeeks? Exactly. And the meter here gives it away. What on earth? There are remnants of the magical method used in this visible in this gas meter taken from the victim's room. That is your assertion, counsel. The defense will identify the remnants of the recorded ones. Really meter can. Are you serious? The fucking hello?
Fucking bull, guys.
We've already pointed this out. We found this bar of soap on the scene of the crime, just outside the victim's window. Outside? Yes, outside, where you yourself, Mr. Meterman, were loitering in the freezing winter air. He's working all his brains out to solve them riddles. He solved you? He solved the riddles!
Noah.
You proud? That's where we found this soap. I get it. That's right, the answer, of course,
It's blowing in the wind.
is ice.
Ice, ice, baby.
Ding, 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 ding. Did you say ice, ice, baby? Dun, 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 dun. You're just bare now.
Ah.
It's okay. Ryunosuke likes bears.
Bear.
Mr. Shakespeare has been leaving soaps like this outside his window each evening, filled with water. After a night outside in the bitter cold, the water is completely frozen solid the next morning.
Oh, okay. Now I understand Riddles' name.
Yeah, it's bear.
It's Bear.
Meow?
Meow. Oh. Then he takes his fake coins of ice and feeds them into the gas meter, giving him light and warmth in spades, laughing at his capitalist masters. As his room becomes very comfortably warm, the ice now inside the meter's coin box melts. Isn't that right, my learned friend? Just show them where on the meter it drips out from.
If you take away an A and a Z, Kazuma is Kuma. Bear power.
Yeah. That's so
It doesn't work
good.
like that in Japanese, but still. It was literally.
He's Kuma Power.
Mm-hmm.
He's cute. He could be nicknamed Kuma. His nickname on that. He'd be like, what? Why? Yes. I said that next to you, my learned friend.
Turning back into water. And draining harmlessly away through the small hole made in the underside of the meter. That is how, without leaving any evidence of his wrongdoing, this man has been stealing Altamont gas. Okay, but like, he was still poisoned.
Yeah, so...
Just like that, so simply. Is he trying to make us look like idiots?
Well, he succeeded.
He did. He's been fooling us all with some bars of soap and some water.
This should really catch on.
That's right, madam. I don't believe it. It can't be true. Do you have any idea how much money we spent to develop that new meter?
Way more than some
And now you have the
bits.
audacity to suggest that a bit of soap and some water can render it totally useless.
Yep.
It's not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fairly sure I didn't design it. Evidence. Sorry? I want evidence. If you're gonna stand there and tell me our meters are rubbish, I want to see proof.
She's very good at enforcing accountability, isn't she?
Farewell, Lady Altamont. If you'd like evidence, I'll provide it. What? I'm very good at rotating evidence.
Naruhodo-san, are you saying you do actually have evidence to support this theory? You're growing up so much!
I did notice a trace of something that bothered me a little at the time. I have a feeling that this theory we've come up with could now explain it. Piece of evidence that substantiates the theory about how Mr. Shakespeare is stealing gas is what? Hang on.
Photo?
Let me look at some things. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's the water under the gas meter, yeah.
Water in the gas meter. This is a photograph of the scene at the point when the victim was discovered, taken by Inspector Gregson. It clearly shows the remnants of the crime carried out by Mr. Shakespeare.
What remnants?
Here you can see the gas meter on the wall in Mr. Shakespeare's room. Now look closely at the floorboards directly underneath the meter. What is that? Some kind of grubby stain? Almost certainly it's a water stain resulting from the liquid that drained out of the hole made in the meter. Ah! If one coin around 2 hours of gas gives around 2 hours of gas usage and the occupant was heating his room in all of his waking hours, we can imagine he would have used around 10 of his fake coins each day. The melting ice outside of the meter's coin box would have been dripping out almost constantly, leaving a stain on the floor.
Oh.
This is awful. And there's further evidence too. Mr. Shakespeare slept over his table, apparently having consumed strychnine. And right here next to him is a bar of soap broken in half. You're right. It would appear to me then, Counsel. The man was eating the soap, wasn't he?
Yes, exactly as I deduced.
Mr. Sholmes, go away.
Pardon me for disagreeing with your lordship, but... certainly not. He didn't beat about the bush there, did he?
In truth, Mr. Shamspeare was found with a fork in his hand. Meal of soap is sounding increasingly likely, Mr. Fancy. You say he was using that fork too? Yes. To extract a frozen coin from the bar of soap. I feel like he'd be spending more money on soap than he would be...
Yeah.
Like...
Well, okay, he just gets one bar of soap and he makes the depression and he puts the water in it, and then he should get to keep his soap mold.
Well,
but
the thing is, he keeps breaking the soap to get at the coins.
Like, that seems very unrealistic. It would make sense if he just had, like, just, you know, a couple bars. But if he's breaking the soap, then...
Mm-hmm.
Although I guess, reasonably, you could just, like, put the two pieces of soap back together and put it out on the ledge, and I'm putting way too much thought into this.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Ugh.
But the bar broken... we don't actually see Susato make this face next to him very often.
Mm-hmm.
The bar broke in half. So perhaps it didn't go very well.
Good gracious.
He's all smug over there.
I feel like investing in a mold could have been more effective.
Yeet!
Yeah.
I'm over this.
This is still a waste of our motherfucking time, I'll let you know.
Ugh.
Sorry, hold on.
Actually, Zeke's just standing there like, ugh.
You know.
That's some prime Zeke's.
Yeah, gaily throwing his things around, as always. Lord Van Zeeks.
Lord Van Zeeks! I was throwing my hand up in despair.
I throw my hands up in the air sometimes.
And happened to catch my hallowed bottle on the way. Pray forgive my maladroit mistake. Also, that was bottle 6, so we're on 7 now already.
What was the meaning of this council?
Allow me to pose my learned friend a question.
Who the fuck cares?
What the fuck is the point of all of this? What exactly did you establish with your most recent cross-examination? Exactly.
Fuck capitalism.
Well, I am inclined to take down capitalists, so...
I was teaching everybody here in this gallery how to fuck with the gas meters.
I can't say I can actually object to that, despite the gloriousness of my cape.
You're welcome.
I inherited my castle, after all.
Wine socks after Van Zeek's return to prosecution.
Yes.
Well...
That Mr. William Shamspeare is a liar and a thief. I guess that's what we established. In other words, that his testimony is unreliable. This doesn't feel good, though.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Very well. Let us assume the man is a liar. Now allow me to pose another question. Who the fuck cares? What possible difference does that make?
Well...
We know that suicide can be discounted. Fine. Scotland Yard's investigation revealed no sign of another vessel that contained poison. And on the night in question, there were no visitors to the room except the accused. We don't want to know more about what they did in there.
You live in a valley of wine mountains. Nice. Very nice.
The young gasman's testimony, which we have no reason to doubt, has confirmed that.
My mom is apparently going to Italy later this year or next year. I don't remember. Anyway, my uncle wanted a trip for 4 to Italy, so he's going with his wife and invited my mom and my stepdad to go to Italy with them. So they're going to have a lot of wine. Very short. It is also worth noting that my stepdad's Italian. So.
Furthermore, the only possible way the poison could have entered the victim's body is via the tea. The court has seen no evidence whatsoever that suggests otherwise. Even if William Shakespeare is the liar you claim him to be, who the fuck cares? These facts have been objectively established. There's no escaping it, my learned friend. Therefore, in light of these facts, the prosecution calls for immediate adjudication. Take that.
You
thought I was too drunk for this, well?
What?
You thought wrong!
I was just politely waiting for you to be done before I called for this. Order, order. Well, counsel, how does the defense respond?
Naruhodo-san?
I'm dead.
Bleh.
What was the point of that last cross-examination? Did it actually get us anywhere?
No.
Or did it make no difference at all, like Lord Van Zeeks is saying?
No, it just...
Objection!
Turned you into a pawn for the fucking gas company.
No, this isn't over. The defense will not rest.
What?
But, counsel, you've successfully explained everything. You've identified and substantiated the unscrupulous methods employed by Mr. Shamsper to consume gas. What more is there to discuss? He can make his own gas at the Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Lord Van Zeeks just highlighted 3 facts in order to make his point. But contrary to what he would have the court believe, not all of them have been objectively established at all.
What are you trying to say, my learned friend?
At least one of those so-called facts is an assumption made due to lack of evidence.
Exclamation mark.
He does not like that. Her. But the situation has changed now following the cross-examination of the latest witness to take the stand.
Don't be absurd. What is this nonsense? You have a brain now?
Yes, when you bring everything we've learned so far together and consider it as a whole, and I do love wholes, it's clear. There's a question that we now need to reconsider, namely, was the poison in the tea? Or was it in the air?
Was it in the soap? Yeah, it was not in the tea.
We've all been led to believe this strychnine poison that afflicted Mr. Shamspeare was in the tea brought to him by Mr. Natsume. But that's conjecture at best.
Objection!
The victim has testified that nothing else passed his lips that night. There is no other possibility. And since there was no trace of the tea left at the scene, it couldn't be tested for traces of poison.
Objection!
Altamont put a poison in the gas meter to kill him.
As I said, the situation has changed. Because in fact, some of Mr. Natsume's tea was left at the scene. A particular piece of evidence proves it.
Objection!
A ludicrous claim. Scotland Yard detectives investigated the scene exhaustively, and they were exhausted by it, as I am. What evidence are you suggesting they missed?
The defense has made a bold claim indeed. Very well, counsel. Present your proof. Whatever that's gonna say. The fucking soap.
Huh?
It was red, remember? Whatever was in the thing.
Oh, right. The thing was in the thing.
Right, I'm gonna save because, you know. But or should I just do the picture with the puddle?
What does the picture show?
The puddle.
I can't see.
The puddle.
Well, that's. Oh, you mean that like the puddle itself could have this poison? What?
Right. So it could be tested for poison because he probably used the tea in the soap.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm not thinking Ace Attorney enough on this one.
Take that!
No.
Okay, it's not that one. All right. Well, I'll do the other one then. Ow! I got
Something
shot.
about bottom and deep chasms.
Yes.
Mr. Hole Inspector.
Take that!
Okay. Yeah, it was that one. Okay. I'll just take the hit.
Yeah. it's
Good
fine.
gracious. the soap again. The same bar that the victim used to fashion his coins of ice. Yes, that's right, my lord. It's just come back to me. Something about when we first found this bar of soap at the scene yesterday.
It's more bars of soap, huh?
Soap? What are bars of soap doing lined up on the edge outside the window? Van Zieks will remember this in the bedroom, and kitchen, and living room, and office. I'm quite certain that when we originally stumbled upon the bars of soap, there was actually a frozen coin in each bar.
So you discovered the gas thief's coin factory. Fascinating.
In a way, yes, but there's more. The coins found in the soap at the time weren't normal ice. There was something strange about them, you mean? Exactly, something very obviously strange. They were red.
The ice was red. Seriously? You mean...
That's right. It's obvious to me now. The fake coins in the soap were made of frozen tea.
Dun 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 dun.
What? I'd remind the court of the statement made by Mr. Natsume earlier in the trial.
That evening, yes, I did take some freshly brewed tea with me when I visited Mr. Shamspeare's room as a gift. The public water pump outside always freezes at night, so I bought bottled water especially to make it. And this is the result. Never will I touch tea again! Never!
Ah, yes, I believe there had been a snowfall that day. It was particularly cold. Sadly, on such occasions, the poorly constructed water mains in the East End are prone to freezing. So on the night in question, Mr. Shamspeare, having no running water to use, was forced to use the tea brought by Mr. Natsume in order to make his fake coins. My word! There were 2 bars of soap in the window ledge when my judicial assistant and I investigated the scene.
That's right, and we only borrowed one of them. Borrowed!
Which means that even as we speak, some of the defendant's tea is still present at the scene of the crime. Frozen solid in a bar of soap outside Mr. Shamspeare's window.
God. Go fetch it.
Extraordinary. Earlier today, Inspector Gregson informed the court that even if 1 drop of tea remains, Scotland Yard would be able to analyze it for poison. As such, we are now in a position to prove or disprove that which has now been mere conjecture, by finding out for sure whether or not Mr. Natsume's tea actually contains strychnine at all.
This is all really ridiculous.
Yeah.
You smug bitch.
You smug bastard. You wait until you get back to my castle and I'll wipe that look off your face. My lord, we cannot do the defendant the injustice of passing judgment now. The police should be dispatched. I thought it said the police should be disappointed.
Yes.
To recover the remaining bar of soap.
We should be very disappointed in you.
The police should be disappointed in themselves.
Well, we're disappointed in the police.
Yes, to recover, they should be disappointed. To recover the remaining bar of soap from the scene at once. The defense requests a thorough analysis of the frozen tea embedded in it, to determine whether or not it contains any poison.
Colin was still alive, goddammit. He was fucking poisoned. Don't make poison the central theme of this game, and tell me that he wasn't poisoned.
Bailiff, instruct the police to attend the scene at once.
Yes, sir. I shall go obtain the bar of soap. I mean,
please don't eat it on the way back.
But it's so tasty looking.
Also, I'm pretty sure Saseki can go now. Right?
Yes.
It would seem we have no choice but to suspend these proceedings for the time being. I trust you have no objection, Lord Van Zieks?
None, my lord.
I always have objections.
I object to this. I object to your face.
Scotland Yard will recover the tea from the scene and carry out the requisite tests immediately. The trial will resume at the same hour tomorrow.
What, tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Are you fucking kidding? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
That's only a lifetime away. What? We're gonna get to conduct
We get a second investigation phase?
What?
This is like a real Ace Attorney game.
It is. We're all grown up now.
Wow.
Holy fuck! I don't.
Wow. Incredible.
Surprising, but
The prosecution and defense may conduct further investigations as appropriate in the interim.
what if we don't wanna?
Yes, my lord.
We might get to see Van Zeeks outside the courtroom.
I would love that.
You might have to see me in my outdoor clothes.
And your PJs?
My outdoor cloak.
Your PJs?
No.
Well, we managed to scrape through there somehow.
Just by blaming a poor guy for getting some heat in his room.
No, thank you, counsel. The court is adjourned until tomorrow.
Christ almighty.
Mm-hmm.
This is dumb. I'm
TBC.
irritated.
Do we want to go another like half an hour, or do we want to keep there? Do we want to find
I
someone
think
to raid?
we could go another 20 to 30 to see if we get to see Van Zeeks or if it's just a bunch of investigating bullshit.
All right, let's go. Let's go
Little-
another 30
little
minutes because it's
longer.
only been an hour and a half.
Yeah. Find out. Ay. Hey? Wait a second. It's like... Hey? But didn't he have this all like set up nice and shit?
Who would be back in one piece? Just. Well, this is right after.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
This is
Okay.
right after he invited us over. To be perfectly honest, I thought we were finished there for a while.
Oh, I know. Put a lot of close shaves as always. There are so many carriages on the streets of London. You were very nearly flattened several times.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that.
I know. It was a marvelous defense, Naruto-san. It really was. I was in awe of you, but also depressed by how you have been so colonized by the system.
Oh, thank you.
Now that your fervent exploits have won us some more precious investigation time, let's go waste it talking to Mr. Sholmes about eating soap.
Cool. Let's do that.
And find some new clues, maybe?
Yes, let's do that.
How do I do that? Is everything alright?
Not yet. I suppose I still can't quite believe it, that's all.
Yeah, I'm a real warrior.
I'm
Oh!
here in England, working as a lawyer, I mean. In the Old Bailey, no less.
No.
The truth is, it shouldn't be me. Should it? It should be him standing in my shoes. It should be Kazuma.
It was Kazuma-sama's wish that you follow him to Great Britain and work alongside him. This is my yes, it should have been him face.
Yes, I mean, I never had the chance to ask him exactly why, but he clearly had a plan. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him.
Okay, so this would damn well better mean that they are winding us up to find something in this investigation that is going to tell us something about the fucking plan. And you're doing wonderfully, Naruto-san. This is my you're doing wonderfully face.
It looks like pity.
No. I have no doubt that Kazuma-sama would say exactly the same if he were here with us.
Thank you, Susato-san. Thank you.
He finally got to talk about some his feelings with someone.
Yeah.
He tried so hard with Iwis, and she
Yes.
was like, "What? What is this?
Lines.
Funny lines. That's what's interesting here." Ugh. Let's go find out what the mystery is. What was your plan, Kazuma? You've been wearing that ever since we arrived in Great Britain, haven't you?
Well, it's what shows I'm a lawyer, so it seems appropriate.
I'm not sure that it really means much in this country, though, I'm afraid.
I wouldn't say that. It might not be official, but it looks official.
Uh-huh.
Often when the police stop me, I just show them this and they leave me alone.
So proud of you, Dukin. You're stopped by the police? Often?
I'm racially profiled.
Is this America?
Well, you know, I'm a suspicious foreigner dressed all in black with a sword at my side.
Yeah, let's point that part out too.
That is true, I am carrying a weapon.
Yes. I do think it's probably the sword that's the main reason.
And racism.
Still, it makes me happy to see you wearing it. And the armband.
Yes, I made up my mind that I'll carry them always. This symbol of who I am, and the sword, Karuma. Let's talk about today's trial! It was quite a shock earlier today, wasn't it? Let's ignore the last thing that was on that list.
Let's not talk about that.
When the victim himself turned up to court and took the stand.
This is only because of our years of diligence that we go in order.
Mm-hmm, yep.
I know.
Not only that, but then finding out he was actually a barefaced gas thief as well.
Yes, that was certainly a surprise to us all.
And apparently I'm a corporate shill.
That was also a surprise to us all. For a while it seemed as though everyone had quite forgotten about Soseki-san supposedly poisoning the tea.
Careful with your phrasing, Susato-san. He didn't poison anything.
That's why I said supposedly.
And there's more to this Mr. Shakespeare than we yet know, I'm sure of it.
Mr. Shakespeare certainly wasn't the noble, upstanding man everyone thought he was at first. Fuck that! He's just a poor, broke-ass guy who wants to have some fucking heat in the cold-ass winter. Unless this dude turns out to be a super spy, I'm sorry, but I'm on Shakespeare's side.
I don't know, I'm sleeping with my landlord in order to have a place to stay, so I don't know. What's become of him, actually?
I was told that he'd be returning to the hospital ward where he was receiving treatment.
And then he'll be going to prison. Oh, which one was that?
Whoop. Let me see. Ah, he's at St. Bartholomew's. Mew. Or Bart's. Mew, as Londoners call it.
Mew?
Mew. St. Bartholomew's.
St. Bartholomew's.
St.
Oh,
Bartholomew's.
You're so cute.
St. Bartholomew's.
Mews.
Mews.
We know that place, don't we?
Yes, we visited Miss Green there yesterday. Literally just yesterday.
Yeah,
It's
like
the same hospital to which she was taken that you would really remember if you remembered yesterday.
Yeah, Riddles. He's definitely in the right for
Yeah.
not wanting to freeze in his apartment.
What the fuck, man?
But the thing is, we have to frame him as a thief in order to get our client off the hook.
Oh, Ryukun.
Oh, yes, after Soseki-san stabbed her in the back. That
Careful of your phrasing.
Excuse you?
Phrasing. Phrasing, Naruhodo-san. He didn't stab anyone.
Perhaps we both owed Soseki-san an apology. How about just you? St. Bartholomew's? Yes, you should probably visit the hospital later.
What the fuck next?
What's next? So we know that Soseki-san's took tea to the victim on the night in question. But as he isn't the culprit, then obviously...
Yes, the poison surely wasn't in the tea.
Don't call me Shirley.
Sorry,
But if that's the
Naruhodo-san.
case, how on earth did the poison get into Mr. Shakespeare's body?
Carbon monoxide. I'm sure we'll find a clue at the scene that it was carbon monoxide poisoning. There must be something in Mr. Shakespeare's room that will help solve the mystery. Something.
Well, naturally, Scotland Yard detectives have been over the place already. But it couldn't hurt for us to have another look around, I think.
Definitely. And I'm desperate to know the outcome of the investigation into the tea left in the bar of soap.
Well, if we run into Inspector Gregson, we can ask him about that.
He'll say,
I really fucking hope so. I hope not.
I got nothing to say to you, sunshine.
Right.
Okay. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking die if we actually learn anything here, but... Cosmos.
Kazuma Sogi, the best friend I ever had. And a lawyer with such promise.
Oh god.
You really saved my bacon in that horrible incident just before we left Japan.
I saved your bacon?
I don't know what bacon is. He was my beefsteak.
Oh.
I can still picture him now, looking so fierce and determined in court.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
And then after the trial, that crazy idea he came up with.
Flashback.
As a stowaway?
Yes. You can fit inside my trunk if you curl up small enough, I'm sure. No one will know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No one will know.
No one will know.
No one will know.
If you curl up small enough, you can fit inside.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Cosmo.
Cosmo, won't you tell me why?
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but...
Why did you have to step in the trunk?
Why go through all these lengths so that I can accompany you to Great Britain? Why go through all these lengths so I can accompany you to Great Britain?
Well, it's been on my mind ever since we got through that trial.
Just say that you love me.
That you really ought to go into law. Be a defense lawyer.
God, he's so fucking pretty.
He's so pretty! Be a great lawyer, Naruto. You've got a natural talent for it. Believe me. I guarantee it.
You're gonna like the way you look.
You're gonna like the way you strut.
Mm-hmm. They did want to get the sword for him.
They did.
But I've never even thought about becoming a lawyer. I've never even thought about becoming a lawyer.
Well, you have never even thought. I can't force you, obviously. You'll have to decide for yourself unless I face my untimely death, and then you'll just feel obligated.
You know how Inosuke, he puts his hand just like that when he's thinking? You think he inherited that from Kazuma? He's like, he looks really handsome when he does this. Maybe I'll look really handsome if I do that. I did not mean to hit that button, but
That's
hey.
alright. But anyway, London is the cultural capital of the world. The city at the forefront of everything. It can't hurt for you to see it with your own eyes. Wouldn't hurt for me to see you every day in this cabin on the steamship. And no one knew that you were there, just me. I could just tie you down to the bed and... What?
Kazuma! No, that's true.
I suppose, though. If you were to become a lawyer, then one day...
Your prospects wouldn't be so fucking terrible.
you'd find out about my whole secret mission somehow.
One day what? You'd have 4 brain cells.
No. Never mind. I was just thinking of how I might have to get attracted to you as a smarty pie.
Yeah. What?
See? I'm very morosexual.
Yeah.
Moron-sexual?
Morosexual.
Kazuma! Naruhodo-san, did you go to a place again?
I may have been thinking about somebody. Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about Kazuma.
To be specific?
To be specific.
That's why I was stroking my sword.
I was gonna say, I was literally about to say, Naruhodo said you didn't have to stroke your sword so much while you were doing it.
I'm a minor. Yes, he's forever in my thoughts too, but they're not like your thoughts at all.
I genuinely hope so. I genuinely hope that they are not anything like myself. I just imagine you saying smart things and that turned me on, Ryukun.
Yes.
Exactly. Just as much as you saying stupid things.
To change the Japanese judicial system for the better. That was his dream. And that's why he so desperately wanted to come to Great Britain to study, of course. That's the only reason.
Yes, that's right. But...
Yes?
I do wonder if his true intentions lay elsewhere sometimes.
vibrating.
I don't know. The thought takes hold of me every now and then, that's all.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Naruhodo-san? What do you mean by Kazuma-sama's true intentions? Oh! 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 His katana?
I never expected to inherit the sword after Kazuma passed away, of course.
No, I know. It was because I asked you to take it.
When I have it at my side in court, I feel as though it gives me courage.
Yes.
Actually, the night before he died, he told me a little about the sword.
It's my spirit.
Yeah. Show me the length of that sword. Karuma?
Yeah, that's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asogi clan. The Japanese man's sword is his soul, Ryunosuke. I can't be parted from my katana.
God, he's so handsome.
Oh, he's so handsome!
so handsome!
Look at those jawbones! Karuma guides me. I truly believe that.
Look at his fucking eyeliner,
I
dude.
know, he's so pretty! And he has his permanent wind whipping around his... Okay.
So its name compels the wielder to slice evil in two? Not that he would even need much compelling.
Is Kanuma like gonna be a code word to open up something in the sheath to pull out something that operates the music box in the crystal tower? On that subject, there's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain. I need to take my sword to a pawn broker.
Something you have to do. Besides me?
Besides you, well, you are number one on my to-do list, dear Ken. But yes, there is something else I have to do. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me. Just take Karuma to the Crystal Tower and...
Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
What is this music? What the fuck? I'm sorry, I only just now...
Yeah,
like...
just listen for a moment.
We can't hear it very well because of the speakers, but it's really sus.
Yeah.
Meow?
Yes, I knew you wouldn't let me down, dear Ken.
Sometimes I just don't hear you or I forget.
That's alright. Wow. What did he mean by something very important that I have to do?
He meant me.
I'm a minor, but aside from you, I
had hoped that the answer to that question would become apparent when we arrived here, but...
Instead, we've been fucking around with a guy who wants to eat soap.
As yet, I've not yet found a single clue.
I see. Open the sword or something. Inspect the sword.
Present the sword.
Rotate the sword.
Rotate sword.
You have to. There's a hole somewhere in London. You have to slide that sword into.
I heard that there's another room behind that door.
That's my room, Naruhodo-san, as you well know.
Shall I help you unpack your things?
No. That's very kind, but no thank you.
Your luggage looked really heavy. Are you sure I can't help you move it?
Didn't have an entire person inside if that's what you're checking about. No thank you.
My vibrator's in there.
A young maiden's private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets, you know. Also, my best friend's in there.
The only secret I have is a 5-yen banknote hidden on the backside of my Daru
That's
tall.
his only secret.
Wow.
He's such an earnest boy.
There is nothing else to examine.
I sure am glad that
Except
we
for this tank.
decided to continue and find out about Cosmo's wishes.
These tanks are for keeping sea creatures. They're called aquariums, and they were all the rage in London at one time, apparently.
Yes, the English are so clever coming up with the idea of capturing ocean life and forcing it into a little glass box so that you can watch it in the convenience of your own home.
And it means you always have an emergency midnight feast on hand too.
Spoken like a true Japanese man. I'm not sure that's really the idea. Also, I think their fish here is pretty boring compared to ours.
Yeah, kinda. Alright, time to move.
Okay.
I wonder if they're down there.
Anything going on down here?
Let's go to the suite. Let's see if they're there.
I told you it was the soap he was eating all along. Dear Lord.
Hey, it's Iris!
Oh, Bruno and Susie. Hooray, you're back. Hello, Iris. You're in fine spirits as always, I see. I am, and you look as immaculately presented as ever, Susie. Oh, you flatter me, tee-hee. Well, you couldn't have come at a better time. I've just made a pot of tea and there's no poison in it. I'll set some cups.
Really? Thanks, Iris. But actually, what is that foul smell?
Oh, that's just
Oh, it's
him.
Mr. Sholmes!
Aha! The Wanderers return at last! Where on earth have the pair of you been ignoring me?
At trial? Hello? We've been in court?
Oh, for Mr. Moustache's case, that was today, was it? I'm sure I mentioned it only yesterday, Mr. Sholmes. I'm sure you think you did. Ha 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 ha! Ha. Well, we can laugh about it now. I've forgotten everything again. So tell me, how did the trial go? Was it soap? It was soap, wasn't it?
Reasonably well so far. We've managed to escape without a guilty verdict, at least.
Really? I would have liked to see it. And I must pass the time of day. I must pass the time of day with Mr. Reaper again. Blah. It's been too long.
How many times have you been to his castle, my dude?
Oh, well, that's confidential.
Is Lord Van Zeek's an acquaintance, Mr. Sholmes?
Herlock and Van Zeek's backstory.
Yeah, I want
Bring
that.
it.
I want that dojin.
Bring it.
Wait, don't we have? Isn't the,
we ordered that dojin.
We did order that dojin. Yes, actually, we did order that. We found a dojin of the two of them.
Yep.
And we did order it.
We ordered it.
So that's a thing.
That's a thing that's coming to us. Naturally. There's not a person in the world who doesn't know my name, Mr. Naruhodo.
Not quite what I asked, but still.
Mr. Sholmes, whatever is that odor?
Yes, what is it? It's faint, but absolutely awful.
Oh, well, that's just the Taco Bell half of the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. It's the scent of victory, of course, my dear fellows. Victory in science.
And the science was, how many of these Taco Bell tacos can I stuff in my gob?
Before Iris asked me to evacuate the building. Oh dear. Oh, Susato. That's my favorite face of hers.
Right.
It's like, oh. Dear.
Alright, I'll bite. What's he up to now? Destroying the bathroom, my good sir. Let's talk about Lord Van Zeek's.
Lord Berg Van Zeeks, yes. It's an interesting sobriquet he has, isn't it? The Reaper of the Bailey. Once the legendary prosecutor has fought for someone's conviction, that person is doomed. Even if he or she is found not guilty by the courts, sooner or later the hapless soul will vanish from the capital.
But vanish how exactly?
Well, they die. By falling under a passing carriage or drowning in the Thames. Or succumbing to a sudden fever or, quite out of the blue, being set upon by a highwayman. There are numerous routes to one's final terminus, my dear fellow.
It all seems a little far-fetched, really.
Well, on the bright side, Mr. Moustache is fighting fit, for the time being at least.
That's not overly reassuring.
Well, spoiler alert, he's going to show up in a later case, so... If the rumors are true, though, the obvious conclusion would surely be that those acquitted are, well, by Lord Van Zieks' own hand. By his own hand? Well, are we going to talk about what happened in the castle?
Right.
As it happens, Miss Susato, that is quite impossible. Oh? Why? Well, you see, Lord Van Zieks is a vampire. He lives in the Old Bailey, and he's not allowed to leave or he'll burn under the sun. Well, naturally, the man very quickly came under such suspicion, so they chained him to the Old Bailey. However, whenever these incidents occurred, the Reaper always had a cast-iron alibi involving his castle.
Really?
And so his reign continued. But 5 years ago, Sheen! Come on! Give me some info! He vanished from the courts, never to appear as a prosecutor again. Now he's come back to be a racist prosecutor. Something must have happened to him. Until you arrived in the country, Mr. Naruhodo, he didn't have any interest in anyone.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Now he really likes you.
In fact, it was the very day I arrived, when I was thrust into that trial at the Old Bailey.
You were thrust.
It was that bitter fight to the death coincided with the Reaper's resurrection. And really did end bitterly indeed.
And here you are, facing Mr. Reaper again. Poor Runo. I don't know if you're just incredibly unlucky or incredibly unlikable.
Wow!
Damn, Iris.
Wow!
Harsh.
Fucking roasted, I guess. I think it goes deeper than just me. I just sense a general loathing.
I don't know where you're sensing that from. Thank you.
All Japanese people.
Yeah, seriously. Exclamation mark. This is just fucking funny.
Let's
Lord
talk about
Van
the
Zieks,
foul smell.
Japanese people. Great. Cool.
This is actually a very fucking
Yes.
Lord Van Zieks, foul smell. Japanese
people.
This is like it's like a like categories that like on like
Yes.
Jeopardy or some shit.
I'll take foul smell for 500.
Right.
It's a combination Pizza Hut and what is a Taco Bell?
Yeah. So what is that indescribably foul smell?
Well, that's me, my dear fellow. But other than that, probably this, I would say.
Is that?
It's blue taco sauce. It's all the rage.
I thought it would be Baja Blast from Taco Bell. What is that?
My dear fellow, it is, of course, my latest invention.
I'm going to call it Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast Dildo. A chemical test that can identify whether or not a tea is genuine at the drop of some tea. Specifically for tea, only tea. Oh, that's very specific. There are some unscrupulous sorts manning the stalls along some of London's less frequented streets. They regularly sell what purports to be high-quality tea, but is in fact merely dyed leaves of drab flavor.
Well, that's certainly unsavory behavior.
So, when one is presented with what appears to be black tea, one must be careful. Iris?
We're gonna have to test the fucking bars of soap to see the tea, see if the tea is tea.
At the ready, Hallie. Oh my god. Of course it's his weird test again. Then we're gonna be like, look at this test! And the judge is gonna be like, I don't know. And the Van Zieks is gonna be like, we can't admit this test from some
Inadmissible!
amateur.
Mr. Sholmes is a shithead and I hate him.
I don't like him at all. He didn't want to fuck me in my castle. Let us add a drop of my chemical to this cup of tea here. Do you see what happens? Ooh.
Turned completely black.
And what a foul odor it's giving off. Yes, well, I've turned it into coffee, and we all hate coffee here. The blacker the tea becomes and the more foul the odor, the better the tea is! It would appear that this cup was a particularly fine Darjeeling.
That's very ingenious, but what do you do with the black liquid
Oh,
now?
I drink it with a bar of soap. Dispose of it naturally. Surely you wouldn't like to drink it, would you? My god, he's insane. There does seem to be a rather obvious problem with your new invention, Mr. Sholmes. Maybe you should get a real job. Hence why this chemical test is merely a test, my dear madam.
Right.
Point is, we are entering a new era of science. In the world of criminal investigation also. I'm going to make up the strangest things because I've nothing better to do with my time. Yes, the forensic science. Oh, these are such exciting times. I regularly engage in this scientific experimentation alongside my unofficial consulting detective work. It's all very unofficial. Everything's unofficial about me,
You
actually.
should see this invention over here. It's rather phallic-shaped and it vibrates.
Yes. It has just one purpose. To determine if there's any poison in your ass! The Hellock Shoals!
I think I may have determined another use for it.
Really, my dear fellow? Do demonstrate.
There are 2 minors in the room, but
I'm leaving now.
I'll get back to you later.
The Hellock Shoals method will be the foundation upon which modern investigative technique is based.
#based.
This little tea indicant was a happy byproduct of my ongoing forensic science research.
Forensic science. I suppose I should find out more about that.
Shoop. Ba-ba-da-da.
Let's learn about Japanese people first, though.
Japanese people!
These are Jeopardy categories.
I'll take Japanese people for 500.
I'll take forensic science for 200, Alex.
Many of them live in Japan.
Japanese? What are Japanese people?
$500.
With Mr. Natsume, who I'm currently defending, being Japanese as well as Mr. Sato and myself, I feel it even more keenly in court today. For some reason, Lord Van Ziek seems to have inherently disdain for the Japanese.
Indeed. It is an interesting observation. Do you know something about it? Do you, Mr. Sholmes? I don't know. I think I'm going to withhold that from you for at least another case or so. Which was about 10 years ago, actually. Let's just do it. The Barak Van Zieks chose to enter the legal profession. Yes!
10 years ago when he was...
He was
22.
He was 22. 22.
Damn.
God, and Herlock is
34.
Oh, he's a little bit older.
Yeah.
Okay. However, before that time, he had a best friend named Aishin. The young man's closest companion
And lover.
was Japanese. Hailed from the Empire of Japan! Dun dun dun! No! Really?
But tell us more, Mr. Sholmes. What happened?
I don't know. I believe I made it clear before. I don't remember anything, actually. I'm unable to tell you anything about the affair. The affair?
You had an affair?
Oh, but when you say affair, I mean affair. Has to do with, you know, the Hound of the Baskervilles and this orgy business we were involved in. The veil will be lifted on the events of the past in due course. I have no doubt. Just pull that katana out at the Crystal Tower, wave it over your head, click your heels together 3 times, and you'll find out why Van Zieks is racist.
Oh, we found out that Van Zieks had a Japanese lover again.
Yes. But we still don't know the deets.
Yeah, thank you for the clip. Redos.
Thank
So
you.
your T-test, is that an example of forensic science?
Indeed it is. An essential tool in cases that hinge on the knowledge of whether some tea is of high or inferior quality. I have cases like that all the time.
Not a huge number of cases then.
No, every day for me. Perhaps a more practical example is required. Fingerprints? Not yet accepted in our courts as evidence, I might add. Really, we are dragging our heels there.
I hadn't even heard of them until recently.
Which is partly why I undertake research in this field myself, of course. Does that mean you're studying fingerprints, Mr. Sholmes? I'm certainly studying my own fingers. There are others in that field already, and I abhor the company of inferior minds.
Wow.
And yet I'm still partnering with you. No! What I am researching is skin prints. It's the imprint of your entire body. Just put it all in my chocolate.
Is that why you've been taking chemicals to bed recently?
You figured me out.
Skin prints?
Like, he's just fucking crazy.
I'm sorry. Skin prints? Skin prints.
In nomenclature, my own design. As is this dildo that makes it possible. You just rub the dildo all over yourself. It instantly reveals objects touched by whichever person is under investigation. This is fucking crazy.
Yes, the skin at the tip of the finger.
Mr. Sholmes?
As long as it doesn't turn everything completely odorous and black.
Like your heart. I assure you, my dear fellows, you will witness my forensic talents in action very soon indeed. My good lord.
No.
Well, that was enough crazy.
Well, I think we should get back to the scene and see if we can uncover any new clues.
That's the spirit, Bruno. Get out of here before he makes you go lose your mind. See you later.
Oh,
that's so cool.
They're so cute.
Look at her. She learned from her not daddy.
Oh.
Wow.
No, Mr. Sholmes, we were thinking you could come with us.
Oh, come hang out with Van Zeeks around the scene.
Come hither, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh my, are you inviting me on an outing?
You were.
You're paying attention to me? Wag, 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 wag.
Yes, of course. You said so just a moment ago.
Wag, 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 wag.
I said we'd witness your forensic talents in action.
Wag, 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 wag. Ah, yes. I do recall saying something along those lines.
Just imagine that golden retriever tail going...
Outside? But you go on ahead. I'm fine here, really. I shall be sure to follow you later, in all likelihood. Probably. Maybe. Well, I might. I might.
Your commitment astounds me.
I might consider it.
You definitely have the... You definitely have the attitude of a dog, but definitely not the loyalty of one.
He's a cat and a dog combined into one. Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. We'll eagerly await your arrival. Bye-bye, Bruno. Bye-bye, Susie. Peace. Wow.
Okay, bye.
So he's basically gonna show up randomly somewhere is what's gonna happen. Crime. God, if Van Zeeks actually shows up out here.
Oh, that'd be sexy as hell.
Oh, man.
That'd be pretty sexy. Oh, fuck. Oh, hello. Again, Inspector Kill Queen's voice. What are you doing here? Well, we're hoping to have another look around, actually.
The lawyer representing the defendant has a right to examine the scene, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah, I know the score. Oh, yes, one other thing. The soap on the ledge outside the window, did you find it? With the tea in it? Yeah, we found it alright. There was a small amount of tea in it, as you said. I knew it. It's with the identification section of at the yard now. They're looking into it. The results should be available later today.
I'm gonna get those results. That's wonderful news. Thank you.
Pretty impressive performance in court this morning.
Aw, you getting soft now?
Sorry? Nothing. Forget it. Just make sure you don't disturb anything down here.
What? Ah!
He's already here!
He's already here! He's already showed up. That was great.
Mr. Sholmes.
Mr. Sholmes.
Mr. Sholmes! What are you up to over there?
What a question indeed. Was it not your good self who asked me to attend the scene?
Oi, what are you doing here, Sholmes?
What are you up to over there? What are you doing here? My oh my, everyone's paying so much attention to me. Once a great detective, one is always under scrutiny, it seems.
One is always under attention. Wag, 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 wag.
Invariable stares of all my fans. Is now the time, Mr. Sholmes? Are you about to show us your forensic talents in action as you promised? With the greatest of pleasure, my dear madam. Here we go. Oh, God. Oh, boy.
What's all this?
All this is precisely what you requested.
I am looking.
You asked for all this.
This is my X-ray vision. I can see through your shirt.
And when you moved into my lodgings,
Wow, you decided to forego the underwear today, I see.
you said you appreciated all this. Well, here's all of this.
What the
Whoa! Dude. Haddock Sholmes' sensational skin print seeker gun. Moments ago, I took a sample from the teacup. It was used by the victim.
A sample from Mr. Shamspeare's cup.
Each individual leaves microscopic secretions on everything he or she touches.
This is a DNA sample.
Yeah. A sample of those secretions is all I need to produce this. A refined indicator solution. By liberally spraying the room with this chemical, everything the victim touched is instantly revealed with the aid of these goggles. It's luminol. Try them on. It's luminol with less blood. Whoa.
I can imagine he's like standing behind him, like, yes, let me put this on your head, and then like sliding it over his eyes.
There
yes,
you go.
like
Right there, Mr. Naruhodo. Spray the chemical indicator about and all will be revealed.
Spray? How do I do that exactly?
You
have to
wrap
stroke it.
Wrap your hand around the gun like this.
Yeah, the nozzle here, and
then you just press down on the trigger.
I need to look at my armband for a second.
You can? A little press of A on the area you're interested in is all that's required. Like this. Are you pressing A with someone else, Nirkin?
What is that stuff? It's like fog.
A suspension of the chemical indicator in a pressurized gas. It's the most efficient way to cover a large area. That was another invention I discovered incidentally whilst I was developing this idea. I'm quite brilliant, you see.
As
Pet
you
me.
do.
Pet me, pet me, pet me.
Hat.
Wag, 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 wag. Go ahead! Try it, my dear fellow! Wag, wag, wag. We may learn something interesting about the victim's movements on the night in question. Spray, spray, spray!
I know something about your movements since you had the Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Well, there's nothing to lose, I suppose. Let's explore.
Spray, 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 spray! Spray! Ooh, fancy things. Oh, look at all the handprints and the whole... You're gonna find that he didn't, like, touch the gas meter at all. Maybe.
Wait, what the why did he touch that thing? Also, why is he on the floor? Hello?
He touched his box a lot. He didn't touch the gas meter.
Well, this is the...
This is Soseki-san? What the fuck is going on here?
No, this is the victim, I
There's
think.
a victim. Okay, so he didn't touch the gas meter.
He didn't touch that thing?
There's spots everywhere, man.
Okay, did I get everything? Is it gonna tell me when to stop? I don't think it's gonna tell me when to... Hello? Does it? Do I have to do it like enough times that it'll?
So you have to go to the right?
I can't. Like, I can't go any further to the right. Oh, what? Oh, look at all of this there.
Ah, yes, interesting. A multitude of the victim's handprints. He must love that spot on the floor. Why are there so many of them on the floor in this one spot?
He was doing push-ups.
He was a breakdancer.
Oh, perhaps he had a bad fall just there.
There's nothing obvious that he would have tripped over, though, is there? A yoga mat. I wonder.
What if it's a loose floorboard?
Whoa. Personally, I often stumble when there's nothing obvious to trip over. I think that's something only a great detective would do, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh, you thought it was UV light. He was about to see Mr. Shakespeare's shape.
Like, don't look where the roleplay took place. This is quite a puzzle. Handprints all over the floor.
Yes, there's no obvious explanation.
Something quite dirty was going on in that roleplay.
What?
This already. We did this whole thing. Don't make us did it again. Ew.
So, what about this? Like this box? Hello? All right. Are we? Am I stuck here? Like, what's the what's the fucking? What's the deal?
Okay, my new conspiracy theory is that somehow A Sheen is like reverse, and it's Asogi Sheen. So he's part of the Asogi clan somehow, and Cosmo had to like bring Kodomo to Great Britain for reasons.
You're stuck on A-Sheen.
Yeah, I need to know who this A Sheen person is.
Well, okay, so we're finally getting handprints over here. What
going
the fuck
on.
is going on? Like, I'm like trying to, like, they're not letting me out of this.
You just gotta keep spraying.
I just gotta keep spraying forever.
So, like, the thing on the floor, that just happened once you...
Like, I was just spraying around.
Okay. Maybe you're supposed to, like, spray in one spot a whole lot?
Well, like I tried doing that, kinda.
Herm.
I don't know, my dude. The picture? Oh, wow! You right, Riddles! Damn! Look, there are dozens of handprints here. It's just getting fucked against the wall, I'm sorry!
Oh my god!
I can't unsee it!
Oh my god! Oh boy, oh my. Well, we can all guess what that came from. I can't guess. I'm going to leave now. Yeah. So there are a great many indeed. So much that it's hard to make out any one individual print, in fact. He must have had his hands just all over those walls.
God.
It sends a chill down my spine, thinking about what could have caused that.
Perhaps he was leaning against the wall while he was being fucked from behind?
Unlikely, I would say. I would think that if he was being fucked from behind, he would do so in a more comfortable location.
Damn it.
I don't even know how to involve myself in this conversation, but without wanting to state the obvious at all, you wouldn't generally admire a picture from such close quarters, I feel, which is really, it's disturbing me where this is
Very
going.
true, Miss Susato. It's a bit of a mystery then.
Such a mystery.
Well, we sprayed Mr. Shelves analyzing skin print indicator all over this room, didn't we?
And all we found was some really disturbing things. 2 places that are of interest.
I don't know, there was the fucking box.
I know, and the box?
The handprints on the floorboard here, which now looks very extremely loose. And on the wall by the picture, you mean?
And also, he didn't touch the gas meter at all. Yes, and I think the floor warrants closer investigation. I won't be a moment. Let's look at the floor and not think about that picture. Aww,
she's so cute.
Oh, she was only on the floor for a moment.
What is it, Miss Susato?
Did you find out that soap is delicious? No. Look here, Naruhodo-san. One of the floorboards has popped out.
One of the... You mean...
And that's how the body fell through.
It's a
the attic.
secret hiding place.
Excellent work, Miss Susato. So, what do we have in here?
Oi, what are you lot doing? Inspector Gregson, I forgot you were here. Stand aside right this minute. It's my job to investigate here. You're gonna contaminate the crime scene with your fish and chips.
No need, Inspector. You continue to dig into your portion of chips whilst we dig around under the floor here.
Your fancy talk's putting me off my food anyway, Mr. Sholmes.
You should try going to Pizza Hut.
And Taco Bell? A new bit of evidence is exactly what I need.
I think that what you need is a taco.
Wow, a secret hiding place under the floor. What a find.
It's not a hiding place you can make use of in Japan. I don't think I could lift a straw tatami mat.
No, I know, but I never expected one of these wooden floorboards to move either. It's got me wondering about the wall over there too. Aren't you curious?
Oh, I was not curious about the wall at all, but I guess I'll have to be. I'll investigate it once. Aw, it's cute.
This is a very cute scene.
It is cute. There's nothing behind the picture, sadly. Only the wall. How disappointing.
But then how do you explain the handprints? Well, obviously he was being fucked against the wall, Mr.
I really
Naruhodo.
can't think why anyone would have been touching the wall over and over in one place like that. I can't think about any reason, and I should not hear any possibility.
No! I get it! I know what it is. He was using that hole in the wall with the board over it as a glory hole.
Oh, yeah! It's about wow! Who's on the other side of that? Someone taking a photograph? There you are, a print for you.
For me?
Oh.
Oh.
He's actually being useful. He's providing us evidence.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. This invention can make prints too. Now then. I wonder if Inspector Gregson has found anything under the floor there.
I'm desperate to know. So am I. Was it dildos?
It was 800 dildos. I don't know how he fit them all in there, honestly. It's kind of impressive. 800 exactly. Not one more or less. I'd love to know if there's anything hidden underneath the floorboard there. Are any of those dildos my size?
I could hide you underneath the floorboard, Ryuken.
Stop.
That was my plan.
Stop!
All along. Allow me to ask Gregson now. After all, we're well acquainted. Aren't we, Gregsy? Ooh. Inspector Gregson. Really, it's been too long.
What is it, Sholmes?
I thought perhaps you might show me what you found there, seeing as we're such good friends.
Fuck off, Mr. Sholmes. We're not friends.
No, I suppose not. Well, that has an air of backstory. A dismal failure!
Yeah, I heard. Ugh, I killed Nose under those floorboards.
Let's go look. You gone.
Alright then, fair's fair. What? You did discover the hiding place after all. I suppose I should at least fill you in.
With 800 dildos.
With 800 dildos, here you go. All at the same time. Open up, sunshine.
Do it quickly, my dear fellow!
No! Not quickly! We need to do this slow and careful.
797, 798.
Oh my god!
If it's one thing I know about this man, it's that he blows with the wind, as fickle as the weather.
Oi, stop making me to be some kind of...
Nut.
Yes!
There were 3 items under the floor there. A newspaper clipping, a photographic print, and a tin box.
I will lose my shit if any of these have anything to do
No.
with any thing about the bigger plot.
Why do you want to know?
How many dildos were under the floorboards?
Looks like this was cut out of the paper 3 months ago.
3 months ago, okay.
It's about a convict who got sick and died while they were serving up time in Manchester. How terrible. It made the headlines down here in London as well. The bloke had been sentenced to death, you see, but nature got him first.
Oh my goodness, he committed a capital offense?
A man by the name of Selden. Nasty piece of work into burglaries and murder. They say the hoarded knockoff was worth about £1,000.
Is this guy Selden?
A hoard of treasure, you mean? Jewelry and the like.
Jewelry!
But he'd hidden it somewhere, and no one knows where, and now he's dead.
Shamsbury is just Selden.
The papers loved it, of course. £1,000 lost en route to hell. Or some such was the headline. No, the picture looked like a really, round dude.
Does it not strike you, though? I'm just saying he's got jewels all over him. Why such an article would be so carefully ensconced under the floor?
I suppose now you mention it, it does seem a bit odd. Perhaps I'll go over the paperwork we've got on Selden in the yard and see if I can turn anything up.
We gotta check this out.
Manchester's Strange Ways prison announced the death of convicted murderer and burglar Selden by natural causes early hours in the morning. He had been suffering fever since the end of October, alerted by the shouts of his fellow cellmate. Medical staff arrived to find him already dead before his capital punishment could be carried out. Interesting. Alright, let's talk about the photographic print.
Okay.
So this is a photographic print I found. Photograph I found. Looks pretty recent to me.
Aha!
Excuse? Oh yeah, that's the painter guy.
It would appear to have been taken on the street in front of the house here. And the gentleman on the left is Mr. Garrideb, the landlord, of course.
Who's the young man on the right? Mr. Garrideb's son, perhaps?
Mr. Garrideb's son is Shamsbury.
Perhaps you could take that print if you like. Really? Are you sure?
We can presume, therefore, that the yard already knows. The identity of the young fellow, that is.
Is that true? Well, it's too bad if we do. Unfortunately for you lot, leaking information isn't one of my pastimes.
My dear Inspector, I don't know about that. If I may be so bold as to point something out.
I mean, he hasn't been as bad as Detective Gumshoe.
No kidding, that's true. Pastimes are for one's leisure, but this is for work.
All the more reason I'm not telling you.
A dismal failure!
Yes, I heard.
It's like he goes back to Ryukun and is like, I failed. And you're like, I was literally standing next to you when you failed.
I wonder why a photograph like this was hidden under the floor. I mean, Mr. Shamsbury himself isn't in it.
Well, what do you know he is? Photographic prints are still rare treasures in the East End. I imagine Mr. Garrideb was rather delighted to have been immortalized. He probably made a proud present of it. What the fuck's in the tin box?
Now this tin box looks interesting, doesn't it?
Might I suggest, Inspector, that you open it?
Wait! Are things inside the box?
Things might be inside the box.
I've never heard of such a thing. Mr. Sholmes, tell me more.
There's a box is just a box. There's no reason to open it.
Mr. Sholmes, tell me more about the nature of boxes.
You can open them and put things inside them.
Holy shit! I've never heard of that before.
Yeet.
What the fuck?
Forgive my discourtesy, but shut the fuck up. If you were to find something inside the box that reveals the truth behind this case, inside the box. Not outside the box, but inside it. or not literally the box, but the contents of the box, I wouldn't be in the least surprised.
Do you mean that boxes contain things?
They contain things, my dear fellow!
Ow, that hurt my cheeks a lot.
And Zeeks is glowering from...
Yeah, funnily enough, I've already had a look. I know that things are contained inside boxes somehow. Are you okay, baby?
Oh god. That was just like... Sorry, that was just like peak British comedy. Like, oh god. Like, the just like sort of flat affect comedy of like, yes, I know that there are things in boxes. Oh god, okay.
It's completely empty.
What?
Shit, it didn't contain anything!
There's nothing. You see?
Motherfucker!
So you believe that boxes always contain things now, do you?
I simply asserted that boxes can contain things!
Look at your own evidence!
Objection!
Does this box contain anything?
No!
See?
But I only established that it could!
Objection!
Objection!
Oh dear, What? Shamspare, give us a clue, man! You didn't even have the chance to utter a word, Mr. Naruhodo. Naruhodo-san.
Mr. Benzig's might have been onto something when he didn't understand the compliment.
Yes. But anyway, at least we found out what's inside the box.
Yes, thin air. It's empty. Rather like how I feel inside.
Aww.
Wow!
You can.
Wow!
Holy goddamn.
Wow!
Every now and then, he just, you know.
Someone get this man a therapist.
Yeah, please.
Thin air. It's empty. Rather like how I feel inside.
I'm just gonna leave that hanging.
Big
there.
fucking moods from Ryunosuke
Yeah.
Naruhodo today.
he's feeling that darkness, man.
Is there nothing more to this box then? I wonder. Is there nothing more we can do, Mr. Edgeworth?
There's nothing more to the box, see?
Oh my gosh.
Hi! Oh, look! It's that lovely little kitty cat. What was its name?
It's Mr. Natsume's, isn't it? I don't think we ever asked him, actually. Why don't we call it, Wagahai? You know, like Mr. Natsume refers to himself in Japanese.
Oh, that's so cute! Aww.
I wonder how he got in here. Clever cat.
That's so cute. He named the kitty. Oh, wonderful. Well then, Wagahai, here's something delicious I bought for you from the cat's meat man. See, all the
Taking him.
Oh, you couldn't be happier now. Look.
Taking all the captures.
Oh.
I just hope we can bring some happiness to his owner, too.
Oh,
He's making biscuits! Hold on. I gotta save that.
Please, do it again, Wagahai.
It was making biscuits! Oh, Wagahai, you're
God,
making biscuits! Oh, he's making biscuits again! Oh my god! Oh, I love him so much!
Cute as kitty.
That was a cheeky little meow, Wagahai. That was a cheeky little meow.
Oh, but
He's making biscuits again!
Terrible. I could sit and watch him forever. So could we, Susato-san?
I think you may not appreciate that after a while. We have an investigation to get back to.
I guess. You're the best thing we've ever turned up in an investigation, Wagahai.
Ah, the ill-fated teacups from which two men drank on the ill-fated night.
During their heated literary debate, yes.
Who's stronger, Romeo or Juliet? It sounds like quite the discussion.
Yeah, he knows what kind of discussion it was.
Yeah, they like making the little meow.
Now that I think of it, I'm sure that the two lovers in the play ended their lives with poison.
Well, one of them did. The other one stabbed themselves.
Yes.
That's fiction, Chisato-san. Let's hope it stays that way. Anything about the soap?
So it turns out that Mr. Shakespeare wasn't eating the soap at all, Mr. Sholmes.
That's right. The mystery of why he had it on his plate while holding a fork in his hand was solved.
Yes, to prize his latest ice coin out of its mold. And in the process, he accidentally broke the bar of soap in two.
Really is hard to imagine, let alone deduce.
But I deduced that he was eating it. It was delicious.
Okay, let's see here. If you ran out of change, you wouldn't even have any light, let alone heat. And the needy London's winters can be very harsh.
That's true. But if you think about it, even the wealthy would find themselves freezing if they ran out of small change.
London's winters can be very harsh for the forgetful, too, then.
Mr. Sholmes?
Frankly, I'm starting to wonder if Sato-san and I are going to make it to spring.
That's true. We don't even have a meter at Baker Street, let alone a gas stove. She mind read again.
Look how dark the stain on the floor is under the meter here.
That's from all the water dripping out after the ice coins melted, as you established in court this morning.
And also tea. And also that's
tea.
probably mold.
Yep. Run away!
And it's probably very moldy. It's a very large and obvious stain, isn't it?
Triggered. Mr. Shakespeare must have used an awful lot of ice coins, I suppose.
It was an ingenious idea, I'll give him that. The sun never shines in this room, thanks to that depressing bricked-up window.
Yet, with enough determination, you can always remove the bricks to set some soap outside, can't you?
Sounds like a very wise life lesson, Susato.
When life gives you bricked-up windows, make a Tetris-shaped hole to put your soap in. Only if you plan to follow a life of crime, not a little sun.
What if I do?
Uh-oh.
I want to follow a life of crime! Okay, that looks like it's it for the crime scene. So, I think it would be high time to, remember where we are, right? We're gonna save. And then, Riddles and also my baby, I'm going to say we are going to the hospital next.
Yay! The hospital.
We're going to the hospital next.
Hospital.
And I need you all to remember this because we're not going to be doing it until Saturday.
Hospital. So we just need to remember that we're going to the hospital.
We're going to the hospital. All right, let's find someone to raid. Oh my God, Siri!
Ooh.
Yeah!
Yay.
Let's go raid Siri. Siri hasn't streamed in a while. We love Siri. Most of the people that are on my channel, including Ziva and T-Chef, came from Siri. Including Nature, basically everybody. We all watch Siri, so
Siri's the best.
she's also playing Animal Crossing right now. Go say hi. Tell her that you love her because we all do. Everyone loves Siri. We're going to be back playing Animal Crossing tomorrow, and we are going to play more Ace Attorney on Saturday. So yeah. See you later. Bye.